Morning everyone, my name is Mohammad Mujahid Khaisar.
I am Anish Kumar.
My name is Chandana Samratini.
And my name is Fatima Shahinar.
We welcome you all to our meetings, project meeting milestone 3 presentation, which is review of implementation details and test plans. So as you all know, our project is detecting the traffic accident injury severity using machine learning. We are doing under the guidance of Professor Shruti ma'am. So let's begin with the introduction. As you all know, there are day by day there are traffic accidents increasing, and it's causing a major factor to the death loss or societal loss or economic loss in the countries. So hence, to reduce the number of death rates and to rectify the internal injuries at the earliest, we are designing an accurate model to predict the traffic accident injury with severity. So this proposed system is in a real-time application wherein you can access the application using different locations. It can be also set as web browser based location application, wherein you'll put the data and it will fetch the stored data, and it will generate patterns and predict the injury severity. So further explanation will be done in the next upcoming slides.
Okay, then coming to our design details, this is the block diagram of our project. I'm audible.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Uh, in our project, there will be three modules: admin, traffic department, and doctor. Let's come to admin. Admin, he can manage the city and manage the traffic data. Then he creates the traffic traffic data. Okay, traffic data, and he can give the user ID and the password. Then coming to traffic department, in the department, they are storing the traffic data and traffic accident severity. The data should be stored in the server. The data should be stored in the server. Finally, the output of the project is system predicts the accident severity of injury based on the past data stored on the server. The process is rest between the traffic accident and accident severity injury type. As I already said, our project consists of three modules: admin, member, and public. And we are using three-tier architecture for designing. And in the database, we are using the dynamic tables for displaying the output. Then coming to UML diagrams. UML diagrams for admin. Admin has 7 submodules, and he can have he has some responsibilities. Admin can log in the system, and he can manage cities, and he can register the members. He can update his update his profile, and he can set the unique ID and password, and he can add multiple members, and he can finally sign out from the system, from the software. Then coming to traffic department. Department having some responsibilities, and he can also log into this application using password and the username, and he can enter the traffic data set, and he can view the accent severity, and he can view the how result should be analyzed, and he can also update his profile, and he can change the password. And the final module is visitor. He can also having some responsibilities. He can view the home page. He can view the contact us page, he can view the about us page, and he can also view the traffic information, and he can give some services to the members.
So coming to the sequential diagrams of the, as my friend said, there are three members in this project which we are implementing. The main role played by the member is, the main role is of the administrator, which has more features and responsibilities to do and functions. So admin has these particular features like login, homepage. You can log in, it can be directed to the homepage and with the cities, traffic department, and update, delete, and server. And in these two members of the this one project, there will be server and one more is member, either admin or the traffic department. But in the third member, you won't have the server because you will be just able to web the pages. So going with the explanation of the admin sequential diagram. So admin logs in with the ID and password, which when it is logged in with the correct ID credentials, it will get logged in, and it will the admin will get directed to the home page. Wherein home page will have the cities and traffic department. Traffic department in return, it is also a member in it. So he can view the cities which he has added and which traffic department has also added. So coming then, if the password is incorrect, it will get you back with as an invalid ID. So admin can see he can update or delete the city's traffic in charges. He can update or delete the data. So whatever the update and the updation and deletion process goes on, it will whatever the process goes on, it will take from the server and come out from the server itself. Whether it is adding the cities or traffic in charge, or updating the profile or updating the password. So you can change. The admin has the right to update the password also. He can change the password, and from the server, if he clicks logout, so it gets logged out and comes back as a home page, login page. So going on with the next sequential diagram, that is a traffic in charge or traffic department. He can also be as a doctor also. So coming with the traffic in charger, he has less features and functions compared to the admin. So traffic in charger has the login. You can log in and then manages the road names, accident types, and multiple cities from the server, and from the server and to the server. So a traffic in charger logs in with his ID and password, which in return has been given by the admin itself. He doesn't have the right to create his own ID and password. He has to take it from the admin. So if it is a successful login, it will take inside the login page, and he can see the road names, accident types, multiple cities, and all. And he can even manage those things, the data, where the accident has occurred, which type of accident, and in which city, and all. And then the data sets are sent to the server and fetched from the server itself, wherein the traffic accident severity is predicted from the generated patterns from the application or the software. So as you can see, he can update that and delete the information. And again, coming back, he can log out from the traffic in charge or doctor page. So next. So this is the sequential diagram for the visitor or the public user. Or you can assume it as you are visiting a traffic police website as a public society, a person. So this particular public user or visitor has very less features and functions to do compared to other two members of the project. The visitor can see the home page, about us page, and contact us, and the services provided by the application and the admin and the traffic in charge. Here, the public user cannot modify or add or delete or update any information into the software or application. You can just view the data inputted and see the patterns generated from this one, accident data. Next.
Yes. As we have explained the design details, coming to the implementation, we are going to achieve the plans or the ideas of our project using the ECLET algorithm. ECLET is abbreviated as like equivalence class clustering bottom-up lattice. It is one of the upgraded version of a priori algorithm. This is going to be the efficient and the most frequently used algorithm which follows the depth first search, which gives an efficient performance with the best accurate and precision. So initially we're going to categorize the algorithm using the item sets. Item sets will be so the item set is being scanned by the data stored in the server. Then the transition items are being categorized into frequent items. Then the candidate elements with the frequency n frequent items, that is the with the sequence first, second, third, are being generated until the candidate element becomes null. Then using that frequent item list, we are going to predict the association rules, which are nothing but the correlation between the type of accident with the type of injuries. Next.
Next, coming to the test strategy. Testing is a process of executing a program to ensure that defined input will produce actual results that agree with required outputs. In developing a software project, error can be initiated at any stage during the development. For each phase cycle, there are different techniques for detecting and eliminating errors that originates in this phase. So the purpose of testing is to measure the quality of software we are developing. The quality of the system depends on its design, development, testing, and implementation. So there are 5 different types of testing. First one is unit testing. It focuses verification on the smallest unit of software design, software component, or module. First of all, module interface is tested to ensure that the information properly flows into and out of the program until under test. So second one is the integration testing. It is a logical extension of unit testing. It is simplest form. 2 units that have already been tested are combined into a component, and the interface between them is tested. Next one is validation testing. This is to uncover functional errors. That is to check whether functional characteristics conform to specification or not specified. Next one is system testing. It is a level of software testing where a complete and integrated software is tested. The purpose of this is to evaluate the system's compliance with the specified requirements. And the last one is acceptance testing. It is a level of software testing where a system is tested for acceptability. The purpose of this test is to evaluate the system's compliance with the business requirement and access, whether it is acceptable for delivery. Next. Here coming to some sample test cases. As we know the type of testing, the first test case is executing the application. It comes under the unit testing. Here the result we have expected is application should run without any interrupts, and we getting the actual result is same as expected. So the status of this execution is considered as pass. Second test case. Next, second test case is verifying the login page. It comes under the validation testing. The result we have expected is if the user enter username and password, then it should verify with database, and we're getting the actual result successful. So the result is considered as pass. And the third test case is verification of admin page input username and password, and we are expected the result. If admin login name and password is valid, then it should navigate to respective admin homepage. If invalid, then show message that input username and password is wrong, and we are getting the actual result is same as expected. So so we consider as pass. Fourth test case. So test case 4 showing the verification of traffic department login. We are expected the result. Traffic department inputs ID and password and checks on submit button. If login is successful, it redirects user to department homepage, or else display message login failed. And we are getting the actual result is same as expected. So we consider as pass. And the fifth test case showing admin can add cities and modules. We are expected the result is admin will enter city name and clicks on submit buttons. Then city should be added into database, and we're getting the same as expected result. So we considered it as pass. Next. So sixth test case is about view cities. We are expected the result when admin clicks on city link, all cities should be displayed using dynamic tables. And we are getting the actual result is same as expected. So it considered as pass. And last test case is admin update password. We expected the result. Admin enter old password, new password, and confirm password, and clicks on submit button. Then new password should be updated, and we're getting the same result as expected. So it also considered as pass.
Coming to the result analysis, once we have given the input to the algorithm, it's going to generate the correlation of the type of accident with the injuries in the form of association rules. So these frequent items and the rules are displayed using the dynamic tables along with the precision, accuracy, and the time taken to be processed, that is the processing time. So this becomes the efficient form of displaying the outputs. For the validation or the test cases, we have taken two examples. The first one is the Bogadi, giving a city as an input. Bogadi, what is the output generated for that specific city based on the association mining. Then with the second one is the city Kuvempu Nagar. The output generated for each in cities are different. So suppose if the accidents have been not occurred in that particular city, then it displays a message pattern not found. That is, there are no matching injuries with the accident association rule respective to that given input of the city. Next. So as I have explained the process, this is the GUI which allows you to give the input. In that road section, we'll enter the city. Once we click on the button find patterns, then the output is generated using the dynamic tables where all the type of accidents with the injuries have been displayed with the accuracy. That is the confidence and the support count values considering that. So the currently displayed snapshots are the output of the input Bogadi. The next one is The next one is Kuvempu Nagar. The same thing, the output has been displayed using the dynamic table. As we can observe that the results generated for both the inputs are different.
So as we have presented the milestone 3, which is implementation details and test plans, we all thank you for watching this video till the end. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Thank you.